We're in an area called Lochaber, which is 30 k's northwest of Narracourt. We've been here since 1886, so I'm fourth generation farmer in the area, and the property's 4,000 acres in size. Farm here with my wife and a couple of boys.
We're a 1,500 acre, predominantly sheep cattle farm. Been here for about 30 years. I've got my wife Rachel and the two kids.
We've lived here all our life, and when we saw it full of water, we had the bird life here, which we loved. And back in the day, I think the largest we ever had was about 143 nests of swans, and seagulls too hard to count, but an estimate of around about 10,000. And ibises, I think there wasn't many, but 23, 26 nests of ibis. And since we've been able to fill it up with water and hold the water here for longer, there's been 63 bird species counted on one occasion.
We only get to own the land for a certain period of time. To me, it's very important to leave it in better shape than when we got it, and it's improved out of sight already. We have, at times, groups of up to 30 odd red-tailed cockatoos here, and they're a pretty cool bird to watch, and it's pretty important to us to have this here for the future, and knowing that there'll be stuff left for the kids to come out and maybe their kids to come out and have a look at these things that you can't see everywhere else.
We dug dams so all the birds could come, and we put trees around them so they had shelter. We put logs in the dams, and we're going to put nesting boxes in.
I think it's everyone's right to have the ability to be able to go out and get fresh produce if they wish to. We have a lot of wild game around here as well, not just waterfowl. We also have deer, which we love to eat, and that's what we do here. We only take what we need. We practice sustainability.
The privilege of having wildlife come here and wildlife that we are legally allowed to harvest in season, it's a massive thing, and being able to teach the kids how to utilise it is even bigger. And in the off season, this wildlife's all breeding here and reproducing, so the numbers will be there for the following year and the years to come.
The health of the birds here is second to none. These things are happy, they're fat, they have all the native grasses that grow in the swamps, the insects.
We know that they haven't got chemicals in their life cycle as far as we're aware, and everything's natural, and obviously it's had a good life.
It's just magical with the bird life, the chorus of the frogs, the different bird species, the colours, the sounds. And it lasts for months and months. This might stay wet or underwater for up to 3 years. You get that, then you get the breeding programs happening.
Pretty special. I have a 10-year-old son now that comes and has a hunt with me. My daughter doesn't mind getting out of bed at 4:30 to come along to a hunt where we can harvest a few of the birds that come in, but it's just good to see the birds flying around. They don't have wetlands around here this year because it's so dry. As you just seen, there's plenty of birds coming to what we've created so far.
If you couldn't actually go and hunt and use wild game to help feed your family, often your families went hungry because there wasn't a Woolworths a couple hundred years ago. They had to live off the land, and it's been huge in my family.
The reason to own guns and the ability to own guns was taken away from us. What it would mean to us is, one, I can't control foxes, which are the #1 cause of damage to the environment, and in this area they'd be easily #1, have the most economical impact. Lambs at, say, an average of $180 to $200 a head, and you get a fox that'll indiscriminately kill 3 or 4 a night and only take the tongue and the tail and then go off and kill another one. Not only is that a massive waste, it's a huge economical impact to us and many other farmers in the area, so it would affect our livelihood.